story of your life through winter storms and summer skies.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope you are all having an amazing day so far, and I'm so happy you're here. So for today's video is going to be something a little bit different that I have not done in my channel yet. It's going to be a what we eat in a day, and it's mommy and toddler edition. So if you are new to my channel, I do have a baby boy. Well, he's not a baby no more. He's a toddler. He's 21 months old. His name's Gabriel. So I'm actually about to go ahead and start whooping lunch together, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what we ate earlier for breakfast. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you click that subscribe button and join me here in my YouTube family. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. For breakfast, I was craving some overnight oats, but I did forget to prepare them the night before. So I'm just going to go ahead and prepare them right now, and I am making two just to have an extra one at hand. And I'm just putting some oats. I'm also going to be putting in some chia seeds and some cinnamon powder, as well as some peanut butter and almond milk. And usually you could put some vanilla extract, but since I think I didn't have any at hand, so what I'm using is just some of the French vanilla coffee creamer, and that gives it just a little bit of taste. And then so I'm going to put this in the freezer for about an hour while I get all my kids ready for school and just prepare to take them. And then so right before I took them, after about an hour, I just put them in the fridge. That way I can eat them for breakfast once I come back from dropping them off. And I'm just going to cover them up with some plastic cling and put them right in the freezer. So now that Gabriel woke up, I do give him some milk in the morning. I give him about 6 ounces of toddler formula, and this just holds him while we do have our breakfast later on after we drop them off. And I'm also giving him a waffle just to hold him, and that way he can be eating this while I get Stella ready for school. So now we are back from dropping the girls off, and I'm going to make him some eggs now, and I'm going to make him eggs with spinach, and then I just top them off with cheese. And this is just a good way to get some veggies in, because he used to love veggies when he was younger, but as he's growing now, he is becoming a little bit more of a picky eater. So I do try to incorporate like veggies wherever I can, because he just doesn't like them. He prefers like berries and fruit and whatnot. So this is a good way to hide them. I'm making him 2 eggs, and then after that I'm just going to sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top. And then as a side, I'm just going to give him some blueberries. He loves blueberries. Since he was little that he started eating, he's been loving them. And I'm also giving him some strawberries, and then also some yogurt on the side. Now that he's busy eating, I'm going to get my oats ready by adding just a little bit of banana. And I'm also adding a few blueberries. I add maybe about 1/4 of a banana just to give it a little bit of the natural sweetness. And it tastes so good. This has been like one of my go-to breakfasts. I do kind of alternate between oatmeal and eggs on just different days, and then I also drink my water. So now you can see he ate everything up. He is such a big boy. He's trying to find his eggs in his little bib. It was so funny. But that is it for the breakfast. So later on before his nap, I also do give him a snack. It had to be about 10:30 or 11ish when I gave him this snack. That way he can take a nap on a full stomach, not an empty one, and he could nap a little longer. So I am giving him some banana slices from the banana I used earlier for my oats, some multigrain Cheerios, and some blueberries like I mentioned earlier. He loves blueberries, so I try to give him what he likes, and I know he'll eat that right up. And you guys will see that he did eat every single item on his plate. I do also gave him water to have with his snack. I'm just giving myself a little pick-me-up. I'm making myself a coffee, and I have been drinking decaf just because lately just regular coffee has been giving me a little bit of the jitters, and I don't need that right now. So I just put also just half a scoop of the protein. I did run out of my collagen, so I do have this one. I just needed about half of it, and then I do put hazelnut creamer. That is my favorite creamer for coffee. And so a little bit later on, just before I know that he's about to wake up, I'm making him just a very simple lunch. I'm putting some dino nuggets in the oven, and then I'm also going to cut up some cucumbers for his sides and some tomatoes, and I'm also going to be giving him the leftover yogurt that he had in the morning for breakfast because I only gave him about half of the can. You will see he actually didn't eat much during lunchtime this time. I think he was still a little sleepy. He didn't sleep a full nap like he always does. So he didn't eat a whole lot, but he ate a little bit. But you will see he did eat most of his yogurt. He also loves yogurt. That is one of his go-to as well. So for me now, since I didn't have eggs in the morning, I was craving my avocado toast. So I just put a whole wheat toast on the toaster, and then I'm going to fry 2 eggs, and I just put some salt and pepper, and I cover them up because I really don't like my egg to be so runny. I like it to be well cooked. And so while the eggs are cooking, I'm going to make myself just some avocado to put on my toast, and I'm going to add some lemon pepper, some garlic salt, and I just smash that up. That way I could put it on top of the toast. So now that the eggs are ready, I'm also going to heat up some ham. That way I could have some type of meat. I also use either turkey bacon or regular bacon, but I didn't feel like eating bacon that day for some reason. So I just heated up a ham and I just put it under the eggs. I also like wiping off all that extra grease, and I'm going to top it off with some Parmesan cheese and also some crushed red peppers, and then the best sauce, some Tabasco sauce. I love Tabasco sauce on my eggs. And for the side, I'm just having some carrots with some pine roasted nut hummus, and that is it for the lunch I'm going to have. So Gabriel here was just about done with his food. You could see he ate about 3 nuggets, most of his yogurt, but he didn't really touch his cucumber or tomatoes. So I just took him down. He was done with that. That way I could have my lunch now. And this toast tastes so good. And I'm also having just a Perrier. It just gives me the feeling like I'm having something other than water. But don't forget, water is also important. I do try to drink a lot of water during the day. And I'm showing you here while I was picking up the girls, while I'm waiting in the car, he does have some snacks, and he was just having some of his mild cheddar puffs. Every day when I pick up the girls, I take some type of snack for him because I know he's going to want to just munch on something while we wait. But now that we are back home, I'm just making myself a green smoothie or green juice, and I just put some green apple, some kale, some celery, and lemon. And then I just do add a little bit of water just to make it not as, thick. And I do make some for me and then for my daughters. And I think this is also just a great way to add your veggies into your diet if you just don't have the time to cook some up or whatever it could be. Smoothies and juices are so easy to do. And if you want it a little sweeter, you can add a little bit more apple, and that will help you get that sweetness you like. But I don't add a lot of apple. I don't really care about it being too sweet. It tastes good to me either way. So I didn't show, but after my juice, I did wrap up a sweet potato in some foil and put it in the oven for about an hour and a half or so. That way Gabriel and I could have some of that for our dinner. And for our dinner now, we are having some Parmesan chicken with some marinara sauce. So I'll link the recipe down below, but I do add some panko, some shredded Parmesan cheese, and some oregano and garlic salt. And I would recommend, if you're making this and you don't like much of the oregano taste, just to not put oregano and maybe substitute for some Italian seasoning. I think that would taste much better. The oregano was just a little bit strong for my liking, but I did add also some salt and pepper. And now I'm just going to whip up some eggs. I added about 3 of them. But I am making for the whole family. We're a family of 6, so you can just adjust according to how your family, how many people you have in your family. So I dip it in the egg, and then I dip it in the dry mix. And I'm using just some thin boneless chicken breast fillets. And then after that, I think I did my oven to 425. And I put them in for 15 minutes. And then after that, I flipped them over and did another 15 minutes. And then after that is when I put the marinara sauce on top and the cheese and put them back in for about 5 minutes. So meanwhile that's cooking, I am showing you guys that I did also mashed potatoes for my husband and the girls. They don't like the sweet potatoes, so I just boiled some potatoes, added some milk, some salt, some pepper, and just a little splash of heavy cream just to make them a little creamier. And I did also add some butter, and they were pretty good as well. We are also going to have some green beans for our dinner. So in a pan, I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil and also a little bit of butter. And I did buy these green beans that are all ready to cook. So I'm going to add that back. And the only thing I'm going to add to it is just some garlic salt. And then I do add a little bit of water and cover them up and just let them simmer and let them steam up. So now after how I said the 15 minutes and then flip them over and then another 15 minutes. So now I'm going to spread some marinara sauce, and I'm also going to sprinkle some shredded mozzarella cheese on top of them and then put them back in the oven for about 5 minutes. And I didn't put marinara and mozzarella on a few of them because those were for the baby, well, for Gabriel and also for my 6-year-old Stella. So he did eat most of the chicken, actually all of the chicken, all of his sweet potato, and also some green beans I gave them. And for the sweet potato, I just mashed it up. I don't add nothing to it, and this tasted really good, guys. That is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel yet. I would love to have you here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.